and you factor in the cold temperatures and that wind, it feels like the wind chill reading right now here in Charlotte is 7. It feels like 7 in Monroe. It feels like 1 right now in Salisbury, 2 in Hickory, and 14 below up there in Boone. Now our weather headlines, it's going to be sunny today, but it's going to be cold, probably staying below the freezing mark. We do have ice on area ponds. Beware, that is very dangerous. But by the end of the week, we're talking 60-degree temperatures. I'll have more on that when I come back, Tanya.
All right, so we're also keeping an eye on the roads for you this morning because there's a serious threat of black ice.
Now, some of you may be headed out to church or doing some errands today, so take it slow. That is key as well. NBC Charlotte's Diana Rugg is live in Huntersville for us this morning. Diana, how does it look out there? You can see some of the snow behind you right now.
Right, we're standing in snow. It is hard-packed snow. It is a lot like ice, and we're looking at the road trying to decide whether some of the strips we see are salt or whether they are ice. You can see the ice right here around this tree because we're in the shade of a tree, so there's ice in the road where the shadow of the tree would fall. Very deceptive. Medic told us they responded to 67 accidents yesterday between 10 p.m. and 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Friday, 7 p.m. Also lots of slips and falls and some traumatic sledding injuries, all because of that ice. We know that NCDOT has told us they have got the roads 90% clear on the interstates and about 80% on the major primary roads. The big times for accidents were between about 11 and 1 yesterday afternoon and 4 to 7 last night. The puddles worried about refreezing overnight, temperatures in the teens. The roads looked pretty clear along I-77 as we came up here, but drivers we talked to told us they knew to be cautious.
Always drive careful, do the speed limit, of course. You have to buckle up and make sure that you're always looking out for the other drivers because you always safety is first. You never know when another driver is going to do or what is going to happen to another driver.
And you know that all the school systems in our area, some of them to the north of us got more snow than those to the south of us. Rock Hill did get some snow. There's a whole big county here in Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, for CMS to consider whether the school campuses are clean, whether the roads around them and the sidewalks are clean, whether kids are going to be driving to school. Those very important, and the bus stops. A lot to consider before they make that decision about schools tomorrow. And one more quick safety note. We saw a couple fire trucks go by. Huntersville Fire says they already responded to one false alarm for a fire this morning, but they did find carbon monoxide in the house. So make sure you're checking on that with your carbon monoxide detector. We're live out in Huntersville. Diana Rugg, NBC Charlotte.
All right, Diana, thank you. Let's go get a look at the roads out there right now. NBC Charlotte photojournalist Stuart Pittman's been driving around Gastonia in our Chevy Stormtracker. Stuart, are you being safe? How are things looking?
I am being safe, and that's the only thing that keeps me not too concerned, although you've got to be concerned no matter how safe you are. I'm on McSwain Road between Gastonia and Dallas in a lovely neighborhood, and this road is really pretty good. But I want you to notice something. There's really only room for about one vehicle. Several times in the past few minutes I've had to pull over to accommodate an oncoming car. So even though this road, a road quite off the beaten path, is fairly scraped, it's also very thin. But notice as I come up this hill, a big patch of ice. Whether it's ice or snow, I don't really know. It doesn't matter. It's enough to put me in the ditch if I don't pay particularly close attention. So if you're out on the roads today, both hands on the wheel, laser focus on the road, and you'll be safe. Otherwise, it's a great morning to stay inside and drink some warm coffee.
Good suggestion. Stuart Pittman, we will check back in with you a little bit later. Thank you very much, sir. This winter storm is still causing a lot of headaches for travelers this morning. Already, 22 flights from Charlotte Douglas have been